Hello and welcome. My name is Susan and I'm an artist, author, and importantly, host of the 30-Day Sketchbook Challenge. Now in this video, what I would like to do is share with you my absolute top tips for tackling the 30-day challenge and making it to the end. So the things that I do or I recommend that are really helpful in you completing the challenge. So tip number one is to select a small sketchbook. Now, the obvious reason for this is that you've got a small area within your sketchbook to complete each day. A really big page can be intimidating, and it also can take you a long time to complete. So by keeping it small, little small amounts every day are slightly more achievable over a 30-day period than trying to achieve great big pieces of work every day. And this is especially helpful if you've never done this before or if you are a beginner to picking up a sketchbook. Tip number two is to keep it simple in terms of materials. So for example, keep yourself just a single pen or a single pencil with your sketchbook. So when you receive the prompt first thing in the morning and whatever time of day you choose to tackle it, you can simply grab your pencil, grab your sketchbook, do your 5 minutes of sketching, and you're done for the day. So keep the materials simple and choose materials that you enjoy working with. Now, tip number three is to give yourself a time limit. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes per day is enough to do something. Don't forget that we are doing a sketchbook challenge, not a finished painting or a finished drawing challenge. It's a sketchbook challenge. So what we're doing is sketches, which are unfinished explorations. They are pieces of work exploring a theme that you may never have tackled before. And the prompts are incredibly varied, so I would certainly recommend just having a play with it, experimenting with sketching, exploring a new theme, 5 to 10 minutes, and you're complete for the day. Now, number four is all about accountability. So what I mean by this is tell people that you are doing the sketchbook challenge or join a community. So there is a special Facebook group that accompanies this sketchbook challenge so you can meet other people doing the challenge. So it's a way to kind of stay inspired, to post every day so that you know that at the end of every day, you've got to share your work, you've got to finish. Or if there's people you know locally or as a family or a group of friends, you club together to join the challenge, it can be a really great way to stay motivated. So join a group, join a community to stay accountable. You know, if you tell somebody you're going to do something, and I find this myself definitely, if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I'm more likely to do it than if I keep it private and to myself. So do think about sharing what you're doing and being accountable to other people for the challenge. Now, another great tip, and this is especially helpful for those of you that are beginners or have never done the challenge before, is to create before you consume. So what I mean by this is when you see the prompt for the day, do your sketching before you do anything else. So see the prompt, have a little think, do your sketch, put your sketchbook away, and then look at what other people are doing. What can happen if we see the prompt and then go into the Facebook group and see all the other wonderful pieces of work that other people are doing? It can be incredibly intimidating. And certainly as somebody doing it for the first time or someone who's not picked up a pencil for 35 years, it can stop you from starting, if that makes sense, because it can make you feel that sort of sense of there's just too many good people here. What do I do? How do I do it? So create before you consume. And that sometimes just takes away that sort of sense of insecurity or worry about you're not as good as everybody else. And I hate saying that because everybody is great and everybody has the right to enjoy this challenge. And our tip number 7 is to either draw the first thing that comes into your head or have a little brainstorm or mind map before you start. Sometimes we're best by just going with our instincts. So if a prompt, is an animal, say the prompt is animal, think of the first animal that pops into your head and just draw that. Just go with it, roll with it. Or if it kind of stumbles you and you sort of think, I don't know, maybe just get a scrap piece of paper and just start doodling words, cat, dog, a lion. start to sketch all the sorts of animals that you could draw. You can just write words. You could do simple thumbnail sketches. So just use a scrap piece of paper to sort of, brainstorm and think about what it is you could draw. And, maybe if you've done some little tiny weeny thumbnail sketches, so that's just tiny little, 1-inch little sketches and doodles of the sort of thing you could draw, then you could draw, a slightly bigger drawing in your sketchbook. But don't worry, those brainstorming, mind mapping doodles could be your drawing for the day. That's fine too, anything goes. So go with your instinct and kind of roll with sort of what comes up in your mind. And then the final tip number 8, is please don't take it too seriously. This is all about having fun, about getting the creative juices flowing. So if you draw something that looks a bit squonky or not quite what you wanted, just laugh at it, laugh at yourself. It's absolutely fine. This is not a challenge that is a competition where the best sketches get a prize. Absolutely not. This is an inclusive, creative boosting, fun challenge. So just please have fun, enjoy, learn, create, share what you're doing. So that's my top tips for tackling the 30-day challenge. We start on the 1st of January 2021 for 30 days in a row. If you'd like more information, do have a look at my website, www.magenta-sky.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the challenge. Take care.